Dogs don't just fill our homes with joy, they feed off our emotions, routines, and even our energy. But here's a question most dog owners never think to ask. Is your dog truly happy? Not just wagging its tail happy when you come home, but daily fulfilled, mentally stimulated, and emotionally content. Recent research in canine psychology has cracked open a treasure chest of insights into what really makes dogs happy. Not just treats and belly rubs, but science-backed habits that rewire your dog's brain for joy. And in this video, we're diving into 9 powerful hacks that will not only boost your dog's happiness, but deepen the bond you share. Let's get into it. Hack number 1, activate their nose. The sniffari effect. Most people take their dog on a walk, but very few let their dog lead with their nose. Here's the thing. A dog's sense of smell is over 10,000 times more powerful than a human's. It's like comparing a small camera to the Hubble telescope. When dogs sniff, it's not just for fun, it's how they interpret the world. It's their version of reading the news, checking messages, and scrolling social media, all in one. A groundbreaking study by researchers in Sweden found that dogs who were allowed to sniff freely on walks had significantly lower stress levels compared to dogs on structured walks. They even showed higher levels of optimism in behavioral tests. Yes, dogs can be tested for optimism. This is called a sniffari, a safari for your dog's nose. Instead of rushing through the walk, let them stop, sniff, and explore. Let the leash go a little loose. Let them lead. Because every scent they explore builds mental stimulation, and that reduces boredom, anxiety, and destructive behavior at home. So next time you're on a walk, don't say "come on" when they stop. Instead say, "take your time." Your dog's brain will thank you. Hack number 2, ditch the food bowl and embrace nosework feeding. Here's something wild. In the wild, dogs would spend up to 6 hours a day foraging, sniffing, and hunting for food. But in most homes, their food appears in a bowl. Same time, same place, every day. Zero challenge, zero stimulation, and zero joy. But scientists studying canine behavior discovered something fascinating. When dogs have to work for their food, even just a little, they release more dopamine. The brain's feel-good chemical. Enter nosework feeding, hiding kibble in snuffle mats, puzzle toys, cardboard boxes, or even scattering it in the grass. Studies have shown that dogs allowed to use their nose to find food are calmer, more focused, and even better behaved. This taps into their natural instincts. Think of it like a mini adventure, and it turns boring mealtime into a brain game. Not only does this reduce stress and behavioral problems, it also keeps their minds sharp, especially in older dogs who need that mental stimulation to stay youthful. So forget the food bowl, hide it, scatter it, let them work for it, and watch the joy light up in their eyes. Hack number 3, short, high-quality playbursts. If you thought playing fetch for 30 minutes straight was the best way to make your dog happy, think again. New studies in animal behavior suggest that short bursts of play, mixed with rest and interaction, are actually far more effective at boosting your dog's happiness. Why? Because play releases oxytocin, often called the love hormone. It's the same chemical humans produce when hugging a loved one. But here's the catch. Forced or repetitive play, like endless fetch or tug of war without variation, can actually lead to boredom or even stress in dogs. The real secret? Make play unpredictable. Instead of long sessions, break it into 2 or 3 high-energy, 5-minute play bursts throughout the day. Use a mix of games, chase, hide and seek, gentle wrestling, or even just goofy vocal interaction. And here's a pro tip. Occasionally, stop the game before your dog gets tired. This leaves them wanting more and builds anticipation and excitement for the next session. This method mimics how dogs naturally play with each other. It builds confidence, triggers the joy centers of the brain, and keeps their energy balanced, not drained. Hack number 4, train for fun, not just obedience. Most people think of training as something you do when your dog's doing something wrong, but science shows that positive reinforcement training is actually one of the best ways to build a happy, confident dog. A study by Dr. Zazie Todd, an expert in animal behavior, found that dogs who were trained regularly, even for small, fun tricks, were more engaged, more trusting, and less anxious than dogs who weren't. And here's the twist: the training doesn't have to be useful. In fact, trick training like spin, high five, or peekaboo can be even more effective at boosting happiness than teaching sit or stay. Why? Because it becomes play-based learning. Your dog doesn't just learn a command. They experience success, praise, and connection. Every yes or click from a clicker lights up their reward centers like fireworks. Even just 5 minutes a day of training can change your dog's mood dramatically. It's not about control. It's about collaboration. Your dog feels seen, heard, and celebrated. And that's the secret to a dog that not only behaves, but beams with confidence. Hack number 5, the power of predictability and surprise. This one's a bit of a paradox, but stick with it. Dogs thrive on routine. Knowing when they'll be fed, walked, or cuddled gives them a sense of safety and control. And research shows that predictable routines reduce stress and anxiety, especially in rescue dogs or those with nervous tendencies. But here's where it gets fascinating. Once the basics are predictable, introducing tiny positive surprises can actually supercharge your dog's happiness. Imagine this. One day, instead of walking the usual route, you take a turn into a new trail. Or one afternoon, you toss a treat under a blanket and let them hunt for it. These unexpected micro moments of novelty trigger dopamine spikes, the same kind humans get when experiencing something new and exciting. Not only does this make your dog feel more alive, it teaches them to be curious and resilient. The key is balance. Keep meals and walks roughly at the same time, but sprinkle in surprises. A new toy, a different park, a visit to a dog-friendly cafe. Science calls this enriched environment conditioning, and it's proven to enhance memory, emotional stability, and even lifespan in dogs. Predictability gives them peace, surprise gives them joy, and together it creates a dog that's not just well-adjusted, but glowing with contentment. Hack number 6, give them a job. Many dogs today live comfortable lives, but what they often lack is a sense of purpose. Unlike their working ancestors who hunted, herded, or guarded, most modern dogs don't have tasks that challenge them. Yet dogs are hardwired to problem solve and stay active, both mentally and physically. When they lack a productive outlet for these instincts, it can lead to frustration, destructive behaviors, or emotional dullness. Scientific studies in canine cognition have revealed that dogs thrive when given tasks to complete, no matter how small or simple those tasks may be. Engaging a dog in meaningful activities like fetching household items, learning to carry lightweight bags, or even performing simple tricks with repetition activates areas of the brain associated with reward and satisfaction. This release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical, reinforces their sense of accomplishment and contributes to overall emotional well-being. It's not about making your dog work hard. It's about giving them structure and an outlet for their natural abilities. When dogs are mentally engaged in daily challenges, they often display calmer behavior, improved focus, and a more confident demeanor. Even a few minutes a day spent assigning your dog a job can provide emotional benefits that last far beyond the task itself. Hack number 7, let them socialize, but on their terms. Dogs are inherently social creatures, but not every dog benefits from the same level or style of interaction. While some dogs enjoy the bustling energy of a dog park, others may find large groups overwhelming or even stressful. Canine behavioral studies have found that poor social experiences, especially forced or overly intense interactions, can increase anxiety and lead to reactivity over time. What dogs truly benefit from is positive, manageable social contact. This might mean regular interaction with one or two trusted dog companions rather than dozens of unfamiliar dogs. In controlled settings, dogs tend to form deeper, healthier relationships when given time and space to warm up. This allows them to engage without pressure, promoting calm behavior and emotional trust. Research has also shown that dogs who have stable and positive social interactions are more adaptable, emotionally stable, and easier to train. Even beyond other dogs, human companionship plays a crucial role in a dog's emotional health. Structured one-on-one time with their owner, whether through play, grooming, or simply sitting together, triggers the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This deepens their connection and reinforces feelings of safety and happiness. Socialization is not about quantity, it's about quality and comfort, tailored to each individual dog's temperament. Hack number 8. Use your voice. The power of positive talk. Scientific research confirms that dogs are remarkably sensitive to the tone and emotion in human voices. Studies in animal cognition have shown that dogs process vocal intonation in a part of the brain that closely resembles the human auditory system. This means that even when they don't fully understand the words being spoken, they can detect whether you are speaking with joy, frustration, calm, or stress. When spoken to in a high-pitched, cheerful tone, dogs typically display signs of excitement, relaxation, and engagement. Conversely, harsh or flat tones can lead to confusion or withdrawal, and this emotional reading is not limited to commands. Dogs also respond to casual conversation. Many owners instinctively talk to their dogs during the day, and research supports that this kind of verbal interaction strengthens emotional bonding and reinforces positive behaviors. Incorporating intentional vocal communication into daily routines, such as praising your dog with enthusiasm, offering calming words before bed, or using an upbeat voice during walks, can have a profound emotional impact. It's not just about training, it's about creating a consistent atmosphere of safety, warmth, and connection. Your voice becomes a tool for emotional guidance, helping your dog navigate the world with more confidence and joy. Hack number 9, create safe spaces. In the chaos of everyday life, dogs often lack a designated space where they can rest without interruption. Just as people benefit from quiet corners or bedrooms to retreat and recharge, dogs need environments where they feel completely secure. Canine behaviorists emphasize the importance of creating such spaces to support emotional regulation and stress recovery. A dog's safe space can take many forms. It might be a quiet room, a comfortable crate, or a cozy corner of the living room equipped with soft bedding and familiar smells. The key is consistency and privacy. Dogs should be able to access this space whenever they need to without fear of punishment or excessive disturbance. This designated area signals safety and stability, which is especially important for dogs in households with children, guests, or other pets. Research on shelter dogs has shown that environments enriched with quiet spaces and calming stimuli like soft music or dim lighting lead to significantly reduced cortisol levels and improved sleep quality. These benefits carry over into everyday behavior, making dogs more relaxed, less reactive, and easier to handle in new situations. Providing a safe zone isn't a luxury, it's a fundamental part of emotional care, and if you made it this far, your dog is lucky because you're the kind of person who cares enough to learn, grow, and give them their best life. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with another dog lover. Because every dog deserves to be deeply, scientifically, tail-waggingly happy.